Kia ora whānau, we're back with another episode of the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Edition series, and we ended off with Adam Warlock tying up with him and entering a dream vortex of some sort with Mantis. So we're going to see where this takes us. Not too sure how far off the ending we are, but we're just going to keep pumping them out till we hit there. So I would love for you to just give me a subscribe down below. It does help me with my goal to reaching 100 subs. We can get that custom URL. Bang, bang, small channel love, yeah. But yeah, I do appreciate it. And yeah, let's rock into it. Another game playthrough. That's us. Wake me up before you go, girl.
What the butt?
It's like the beginning of
Wake
Space
me up
Odyssey.
before
Welcome
you
to the
go,
Astral
girl.
Planes, Snorlord.
Snorlord.
Teleported us?
Oh, no. You're still comfy cozy with me. I just merged your minds.
Merged our what?
I gave no consent to this, Planescaper.
She's not big on asking permission. It's all pretty sure this and fate of the galaxy that.
Don't
It
you
is.
get
It is
comfy,
indeed.
God guy. Your gold hands are all over this mess.
What's that supposed to mean? I thought this guy was how we cured Drax.
Cure and cause can coalesce.
Oh, we're diving in.
Guys,
Wait,
is that Drax?
I thought it was a
So we're
planet.
going into Drax's head. Literally.
Green Meanie's in there somewhere. Find him and convince him to come back to reality.
Mantis, please tell me we're supposed to be going into the bright light.
Walking
Pretty
up the
sure.
stairs, David.
You need to reach the heart of Drax's promise. Much deeper than I've ever seen.
Wait, if you've never seen it, does that mean it never happens?
Hope not. Just keep going. And if we lose contact, listen to Amy Winsock.
She means you.
Quite clearly.
Oh,
This is Drax's promise? Mine was a lot less downery.
This is just the doorstep. Poor guy was stuck here, reliving the loss of his family.
There's the big galoot. That was
This
easy.
is just an echo, little fuzzy. Har-
I'm not the only one that hears that, right?
Thanos.
We got a runner.
After him, Starlight! I don't know this part!
she's a starlight.
Please be something soft down there!
Oh, do I get a verse?
Not Drax. Thanos.
Bet you weren't expecting a family reunion. Hey, Gamora.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh, mega ability unlocked. 5-hour barricade. Oh, that's cool.
The rest of you are as ready for this as I am.
Have fun beating up your dad, Gamora.
He isn't real, and he's not my dad.
2. Alright.
He ain't real, remember? Go nuts.
Rocket! Left! Drax really killed this guy?
Clearly not.
See ya, bro. You're out. Oh, wait.
Not so tough after all.
Something's not right.
You fail to fathom the rules of this realm.
What the?
Okay, that's new. That's new, right?
Think I'd remember there being two of him.
Twice the ugly, twice the target practice.
I'm
think I'm
ready.
missing something.
Find me an opening.
Make them hurt, Kiaora! Hey, Goldie! Don't suppose you want to lend a hand?
You're giving in to poor Greedy's obsession. Only by letting go can you move on.
Whose side are you on?
Didn't go.
Watch your back.
So what does that mean? Run?
supposed to mean something to us? Kiaora, slice him up!
This won't hurt much. We need to end this.
I'm open to suggestions.
Watch your butts!
There's too many.
Looks like even she's got her limits!
Okay, maybe this isn't as simple as I thought.
Whoa! Kiaora's down, man!
Ah! 2 secs, I'll be right there! Need a...
Oh,
Peter?
Whoa! Hey, what's happening?
That's it.
what happened?
That's why I couldn't see.
What? What the heck happened, man?
Hey, we ain't that. Mantis, I think we did something, but I don't see Drax. Mantis?
Your soothsayer holds no sway here.
Hold up!
Oh, that's his daughter.
I bet I could beat you to the center.
Not so fast, little one. Drax, wait up!
I feel sorry for him now. What's this way? Soon.
There he is again!
Drax, buddy, wait up!
Forced to follow fools.
Damn it! I can hear you, little one.
Play pawns on a board built by your opponent.
You got a better idea? I'm all ears.
Oh, assuming we ever catch him, what then?
I'm working on that. Left, little one.
Huh? You can see
Your
me?
friend is too far fallen to be willed back by words.
For someone who's been no help, you seem full of opinions on how this works.
It is you who forced me.
There! Look!
Hey, how did you beat me?
Because I am your father. You've been playing in your mother's garden again.
I was hunting.
Hunting dirt?
No, I chased it, but it was too quick.
Only fools rush forward. A hunter waits. Chooses her moment. Drax.
Papa? Are you alright?
Drax, Kiaora, it is time to come home.
What the flark is that?
Yes, little one. Your mother waits. Insidious succubus! Release your thrall! Guess we're not in Kansas anymore.
Flark are those?
Spawn of shadow! Snuff their source while I widen our
They're
way!
coming
Okay.
from those nests!
What now? The rift relents! Raise the remnants that I might prize our passage!
Will, you get all those nests?
Relent, you wretch!
Pretty sure that's a no!
Incoming!
Working on it, that too!
Keep at it!
Not such a pretty promise now, is it?
Just another parasite!
I have purchase! Prepare to be pulled within!
Hold on to your tails!
Are we gonna pull together?
Don't
Oh,
you dare! I ain't cleaning wood chips out of my fur!
Everyone all right?
Define all right.
I think we gotta look at whatever's keeping us from Drax.
You saw simply its spawn.
That black stuff.
Is that?
Drax's wife. I think so. Hovat.
Then this must be Drax's home.
You two certainly took your time.
Only fools rush.
Come, my love. Let us go inside.
Drax, buddy.
Your words are wasted wind.
Easy, all right. I got this. Come on, big guy. I know you can hear me.
Why do you haunt me?
We're gonna lose him again.
It's me, buddy. Stormlord, remember? We're all here.
You're stronger than this, Drax.
Come on, you big lug. Don't leave me alone with Quill.
Drax, dinner is ready.
That's not Hovat. You gotta let her go.
You do not know if you ask.
Damn it!
Oh. Adam with the save.
Here we go again.
Oh, okay, this is 5 spawns.
All right, seek and destroy, just like last time.
Make haste. The maw means to snap shut. I cannot contain it.
Peter! Maybe hurry up with those
Working on it!
What's wrong, Woberry? Don't like swarms of stuff? I can't wait to tell Drax.
All right, that should do it. Or not.
Hit on a swivel!
That's the last one.
Yeah, got it.
Cease this charade. Cover your eye holes.
Good.
Larkin nowhere is where we are.
Maybe it's not all bad. I don't see any new promise, at least.
We are an empty eternal echo. Naked nothingness.
Not helping. Hobo wizard. All right, everyone just split up and look for a way out. Or forward, or whatever.
I lose a bet if I die in a dark pit.
It was
Call to
alone
Drax.
in a dark pit.
Drax! Come on, buddy. I know you can hear me.
This ain't Flarkin funny.
I know you're...
There! Look!
I can't believe that worked.
Let's go. Part of him is still with us, I'm sure of it.
I hope you've got one hell of a speech plan, Peter.
That makes 2 of us.
Why are you doing this? Do not leave me be.
You gotta trust us, Drax. We're trying to help.
By destroying my home.
Your blissful ignorance is in ignoble pursuit.
Easy, Shakespeare. We got this.
Come on. You don't really want to stay in this dark hole?
I would endure the depths of Sarduth to be with my family.
Drax, love. It is time to eat.
Look, I get it, man. They seem really special.
They are the only thing that matters. My Hovat was the most fearless mate I've ever known. It brought me peace even during times of war. My Chimaria. My innocent little Chimaria. She was the best of us both. Despite her meager stature, they both were. They were. My family is gone. What sits before me?
I don't know. But it's not real. It ain't good.
It is a perversion, fed by desperation.
Without it, I will have nothing. I cannot be alone again.
You're not alone, man. We're here for you.
We've all lost someone, Drax. But it gets easier if you surround yourself with the right people.
Groot said some mushy stuff. Let's just pretend I said it too. We're a team.
Papa? Are you okay?
Join us, Drax.
It's not her.
Are you hurt, Papa?
Talk to us, love.
I will cherish the time that we had, and not resent the time that we lost. Shall love and honor you both. Always.
Oh.
How you doing, big guy? You okay?
I am of sound mind, thanks to you all. I owe amends for my lapse in judgment.
Hey, you don't owe us squat. Ain't none of us perfect. It's kind of our thing.
How much do you remember?
Great darkness grew with every lie that I swallowed. The longer I remained with my family, the more certain I became that I could never leave. Quill, your child is in danger. If her pain is half my own, the darkness may consume her entirely.
Not if I can help it.
We gotta be smart about this. There's a whole lot of converted between us and her.
Whole lot of that black blorf, too. And anyone want to tell me why Harry Hobo was able to suck it up?
Morrison, why that thing looked like him.
Because it is me.
Oh.
Time to go.
Yeah, that's cool.
Hey, Goldie Braun! Want to get back here and explain that bombshell?
Time is tight and your understanding unimportant.
Can I shoot him? Come on, let me shoot him.
Reason.
That first fight don't count.
Imagine ambivalent omnipotence, drifting in darkness.
Speaking of dark,
Such was my celestial solitude. power without purpose, until uncovered by Raker. His crew were convalescent. Plagued by a pox, I was serendipitously suited to soothe.
A ship full of sick people just happens upon someone with limitless healing?
We were need and needed, symptom and solace. They worshipped the wonder of my ways and declared me divine.
I think we know where this is going.
I do not know where this is going.
This is the scary part.
As the flock of followers fawned, a dark delight developed deep within me. And in the shadows it spoke. Weak whelps, pernicious priesting, feeble fools, fit for feasting. Hubris made hunger. A cancerous craving called Magus.
I reckon, what did it want?
What did it want?
Complete devotion. I too heard this voice, and could hear nothing else.
Adulation, flagellation, gorged with grief and consternation.
I told you this was the scary part.
It was pure putrefaction, sown from the seed of my strength. My soul stone gone sour. I resolved to rip it out.
Rip it out? How?
A mechanical marvel wrought by Raker would sever the stone from my skull and excise the evil entangled within.
Translation: you let Raker steal your powers.
Whatever his wayward wander, he was on that day my friend. He swore to separate sanctity from sin, that my healing could yet be harnessed without harm.
Sure, but who's harnessing it?
I don't blame Raker.
I'm with Rocket. Raker knew exactly what he was doing. That man's a master manipulator. Damn it! Now you've got me doing it.
I bear no blame for my fallen friend. Our errant experiment all but broke us both.
Then how do you explain how your best bud got his hands on the stone and is now taking over the galaxy?
I cannot.
I think I can answer that. After I rejected my promise, I got pulled into Nikki's. Corel was there. She was trying to show me something.
Peter, you can't trust anything you saw in there.
This was different, and it felt different. She took me back to the QZ and I saw that Magus thing. I saw it get all twisted up with Nikki and I saw it kill Corel.
You hear yourself? How'd she show you this if she's dead?
Quite conceivable. Her soul may be snared by the stone, chained to the child.
Focus on Nikki.
That's what Corel said. The three of them are somehow connected. She said Nikki needs to accept her death.
Magus preys upon her pain, manipulates her mind while feeding on her flock of followers.
And I'm guessing it never gets full.
Its appetite is insatiable. If unassailed, Magus will absorb all.
We're gonna need one hell of a plan.
Well, you better come up with it quick, because I see daylight.
The bond between Magus and Matriarch must be broken. It harvests its hunger through the host.
So, Nikki's like the head vampire. If we cure her, it'll free the rest. Why didn't you just say that?
The head vampire. What a reference.
So step one, find Nikki.
Step 2, convince her mom ain't coming back from the dead.
Step 3, get that stone away from her and mop the floor with that Magus thing.
You show no shortage of assurance.
Yeah, this one's Mr. Positivity. It's enough to make you sick.
The stone is both bondage and bridge for Magus, and a young mind is most malleable. If Magus is merged with hers, she may not survive the severing.
We won't let it come to that.
Not to join the Golden Downer, but how are we supposed to find the kid? What are you... Oh,
What's going...
Flark.
Oh, Flark.
They've got the cortex. They can go anywhere, convert anyone.
go now?
Why does that sound like you're not coming with us?
These are my people. Some still survive if I stay.
Then we'll stay and help.
Go. I'll be where I'm needed when I need to be. Just trust me.
Don't go dying on me. I'm starting to actually get you.
Interesting. We got a llama, a warlock, and Drax back.
You wanna pop a squat, golden boy? You're making me nervous.
Or perhaps your nerves need gnawing.
What did I do?
This precarious plan proves more meek by the moment. The Madonna was meant to be among us.
She knows what she's doing. Eventually.
What sorry sins I have wrought to wrest me among such a motley crew.
Did he? Did he take my room?
Not so much as a yip from the mud. Groot says he'll keep trying. Where's Mr. Fancy Words?
It is assumed Peter Quill's quarters. It was a daring display of dominance.
Don't you start.
Usually I'd say, who needs him, but we do. So you better fix this one, Quill.
Just try not to piss him off any more than he already is.
If it is to be a fight to the death, I will honor the outcome.
If he kills you, I get your guns.
Wouldn't bet on Peter winning that fight. Took all 5 of us to beat him last time.
I still can't believe he caught one of my smart bombs. Just like that.
We have already fought the man.
You don't remember?
I remember sparring against the Celestial Madonna in a small village.
Hey, Warlock. Open up. This is my room, you know. And that would be my cassette cover.
You penned this pithy poetry?
It's not poetry, it's music. Hard rock. It's supposed to have guitars and bass and drums.
Simplistic scriptures, as is its scribe.
Okay. What's your deal, man? What did I do to piss you off?
Your lamentable leadership allowed the Madonna to leave when we needed her talents to travel to the telepathic realm.
Mantis had good reason to stay behind. We just need to get Nikki and get the hell out so we can find her again.
Your tenuous tactics trust too much to fortune. Can you confidently convince me your meager measures may amply manage this mission?
My meager. Oof, oof, oof. We'll go no.
No!
No?
I don't know what you want from me, man, but I'm not about to bend over because you throw up the entire extended thesaurus.
I see.
Hope that was the right choice.
An antagonistic but appreciable argument. Seems you possess a spine after all. Your will may make up for your infantile frame of thought.
Confront him, leave it at that. Good enough for me.
That's good enough for me.
Was that the right choice?
So, how is he?
Frustrating. It's like talking to Suzanne Harris at the summer dance all over again.
Ain't that the Hume girl you tried to impress with your yo-yo skills?
Yeah, and it went about as well as talking to Mr. Cape.
What's a yo-yo?
That explains why we ain't been able to reach Cosmo. If you don't answer it, they'll vaporize us.
I will handle this communication.
All yours, buddy.
deceased wife and daughter are with me. To thank the matriarch for her gift.
May the promise be fulfilled. You are clear to land at the spaceport.
All them bars. And betting parlors.
And noodle joints.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
I assume it will be worse.
Raker rallies regiments while we wait whistling in the wings.
Landing as fast as I can, Gold.
What the flark?
Great! Cocoon Boy thinks he's a butterfly now!
He's a man of action.
Let's just hope
It's a
that he
toy.
can keep the church busy while we look for Nikki.
Didn't think you'd be able to bluff your way through security muscles.
Face
I
power.
am quite adept at deception.
We're gonna need more than that to get to the Continuum Cortex and rescue Nikki.
Especially with Golden Boy jumping ship. Should we, like, try to find him?
Time is running out. We cannot lose focus if we are to save the girl.
Drax is right. Let's just hope Warlock can do a bit of damage on his side.
You coming too? Okay.
Let's do this. Time to save Nikki.
Oh, straight in the battle.
Peter.
And we just casually walk out.
Okay. Just be cool. Let me handle these guys.
It's a hanging item there, so it's battle.
Welcome, travelers. Have you come to witness the fulfillment?
The what now?
The realization of the Matriarch's promise. The beginning of a new world. One without death, or pain, or fear. You should know this. Weren't you vetted and cleared to land here?
What? Of course we were.
How are you not aware of the fulfillment? Something is wrong. These heretics must be stopped. Attack!
Oh. Mega ability unlocked. Wrath of Catharsis. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Rejecting his promise and full accepting his families has shown Drax how truly strong he is. He can now deal moderate damage and heavy still get to a single enemy. Okay. Come on.
Drax, go claw! Rocket, go wild!
Gotcha.
My great strength was underutilized! Time to shred him! Rocket! Fireworks! No mercy! Tie them down, Groot!
And later. Oh, back kick.
Wacko knows better, pray their new world comes without death or pain or fear. Cause I'm gonna kill him for barking up this spaceport.
They have been very busy redecorating.
Scott! Cosmos Tower's shut down.
That's because it's never been dark before. You do realize some of the guys shooting at us were nowhere security?
This does not bode well for the dog.
Never was the Mutt's biggest fan, but we could have used the backup telepath.
Cosmo is on their side. Getting to the Cortex could be a lot harder.
We'll focus on the
Believes they
ship.
have already won. We must use that to our advantage.
I reckon that's the right choice.
Kinda dreading what we're gonna see in the marketplace.
The same thing we saw when we flew in.
Yeah, but it'll be up close. Nowhere really stunk sometimes, but...
Flark! Over there!
There's so many of them. I thought most nobodies would have rejected the promise.
Everyone wants something they can't have.
Agree with Rocket.
You're right, Rocket. The people who lived here were rough. I once saw someone beat someone else to a pulp because they gave them a compliment. No way they'd willingly join up.
You got Clark and Faith batteries everywhere.
Just like on Hal's Hope.
Perhaps they have built another
the
giant
story.
ray gun inside the Continuum Cortex.
To siphon Faith from multiple worlds at once? Is that even possible?
The energy ain't filling these batteries. It's moving away from them.
We're powering something.
Sure looks like it.
Oh, I wonder if I can do a quick upgrade.
Okay. Okay, I think we got...
Boom, there we go. Drax. Oh. One more. Aish. Rocket. Not enough. Root. Not enough.
The drop
Okay.
on these guys.
Light him up, motherfuckers! Get ready to die!
Do not fear death.
Don't mean you can't hurt him first.
Make your hits count! We need to hurry!
Why are you in such a rush?
Finished.
I shall break their bones!
More batteries the deeper we go.
Good
100
job.
units says they're tied to the fulfillment.
Priest said that they were bringing...
They can't raise the dead, especially after we save Nikki.
Okay.
Over here! Looks like we can squeeze through.
Okay, so
We must be close to Madlow's bar. Can you see it?
Not really. There's a lot of debris in the way.
There's no way through this wall.
Could be a bunch of wackos just waiting for us on the other side.
Careful! Peter!
Well, that didn't work.
Clark, I'm going in.
What about the fanatics?
I'll toast them if I see them. We're the only ones that can do this, right? Clear back here, Quill. Looks like you're gonna have to yank a chunk free from this side, though.
If I can find a way over there.
oh yeah.
Any ideas, Gamora?
Yep, I'll go up there with you.
You should be able to get your sword in there now. Give me a boost.
Let's hope it holds.
Oh, Scott! Not Madlow's. Look at her. This is personal, Quill.
What's taking so long?
Wonder if any of these fortune tellers saw this coming.
Unlikely. We're all charlatans.
I know how much you love this dive.
It was the one spot in this whole Flarkin galaxy where a guy could feel safe. I mean, except for the bar brawls and the security raids and the bounty hunters.
We'll drink to it later. Right now, we've got to keep moving.
That's what was
There's been no sign of Goldie Braun since he leapt from our ship.
Adam Warlock.
Might be splattered somewhere across the lower city.
Or got picked up by a wandering creep squad.
Or maybe he was lying about which side he was on and was just waiting to attack us. Yeah, what do we need the Golden Boy for anyways? We were doing fine without him.
I was not fine. Magus was devouring
We need
my soul.
Warlock's might
Your memory
and
is
Warlock's
suspect.
magic.
My memory is flawless.
Okay, mites.
I'm just an optimist.
Warlock's stronger than any of us, and he's got a pretty good reason to hate Raker.
So you buy his ripped my soul in two story.
Just saying, if anybody stands a chance going toe-to-toe with Raker, it's him. And we're gonna need the Grand Unifier out of the way if we want to stop this ritual. Looks like the church is trying to keep us...
There's treachery.
Okay, we got this. Oh, the Emporium used to be right here. Did the church destroy it?
Doubt it. The Collector probably blasted out of here at the first sign of trouble.
Before the first sign. Collector's supposed to be able to
They'll be dropping like flies soon enough.
Melee attack. Yeah.
Put their lights out! Perish! Another promise destroyed!
Oh, that's like a knee to the grind.
This looks like a dead end.
For some more than others.
Hey, what's this?
There is still no sign of the Warlock.
Based on when he jumped, he's probably already in the lower city.
In a busted heat.
Improbable. He magically shaved when our backs were turned. Careful, Peter Quill.
Guys, look down. It's an awful lot of light.
You're thinking it's the full Flarkman, ain't you? But it could just be runoff from the cables. Whatever these whack jobs are up to, they need a lot of juice.
Perhaps this is how they powered their fleet to reach Lamentus.
Nah, the
Very
Cortex could
so-so.
handle that on its own.
Nikki had Warlock's soul stone in her hand. What if it's fused there and Raker's trying to remove it?
Like you did with Goldilocks? Didn't work all that well the first time.
The girl may have sensed the evil in the stone and insisted they try again.
Or she's outlived her usefulness and Raker wants the stone's power for himself.
That is a good point, Kiaora.
Regardless, we must reach the Undercity to find the girl and stop whatever they are doing.
And we'll have to be ready for them to try and stop us.
The converted ones will be prepared to die in order to bring their loved ones back to life. Our level of cooperation is invigorating. We have become a formidable team.
Yep, sure have, Drax.
Ain't we just one big, happy Flarkin family? What are you doing with that garbage?
She's not garbage.
Behold the power of the light! Via Magnati! The Guardians of the Galaxy! Save the believers and alert the Grand Unifier! The movement must not be stopped!
That's it! He finally snapped!
Kiaora, wait for us! Roots! Show him your roots! What the fuck, Kiaora? He's right in the head right now! Wish we found some Flarkin hover bikes! He just went bonkers! A Kentuckian-worthy battle frenzy! Send it their way, Drax!
Nice.
You aren't the only
choosing his team members!
Let's sever his ties that bind!
What's next, Peter? Time to make a mess!
At least we stopped whatever that priest was doing here!
No, we didn't!
Keep some breathing room, Groot!
Our foes laugh as their shaman compels them!
Dome's gotta go before we're overrun!
Oh. Yes.
Cowards, face us!
Throw that, Drax!
What was that? I was destroying something! There are more arriving! Peter Quill, unleash me onto these fools!
You good?
Never better.
Yep, definitely not good. Gamora, wait, hold on a sec.
Why? So more children can be sacrificed in the name of Raker's flarked up church?
Of course not,
Just what, Peter?
I don't know. Breathe.
Every minute we waste. We don't have time to breathe.
I know Raker brings back bad memories.
This isn't about Thanos. It's about Nikki and what men like Raker and Thanos do to girls like her. Like me. My sister. If I had just been better at protecting Nebula, maybe she wouldn't be dead.
Whoa. What? Nebula's dead? How? By who? Tell me, so I can find him and shake his Kratak in hand.
By me.
You killed your sister?
She is the one you saw in the Matriarch's promise.
That's how I knew it was a lie. The Nebula I knew had been twisted into a hateful, vengeful monster thing. One who would never stop unless I stopped her. So I did. I just never expected to survive.
Why didn't you say something?
It's not exactly a conversation starter. Hi, I'm Gamora. I murdered my sister. Can we be friends? Of course we can't. How can you be friends with a monster? Why would you want that on your team? A team I actually kind of enjoyed being on. All things considered.
Well, I hate Nebula, so I actually would have... What? I'm just saying it don't change nothing.
Actually, it changes everything. The most deadly woman in the galaxy just admitted she loves us.
I did not.
You did. You said you were in love with us right after the part about killing your sister.
I said I enjoyed your company.
That is the Catathian definition of love.
Like. I'll give you like. Can we just move on?
Agreed. That's about all the love fest I can take.
We accept you, Gamora Zenoburi.
Pretty sure we're married now.
This is excruciating.
All right, I'm pretty sure we've all caught our breath. What say we go stop a nutjob cult leader?
Yes.
That's cool. Oh, having revealed the truth.
Incoming!
Here it goes. Oh, cut it out.
This combat is sure to draw the Warlock's attention.
Just hope Warlock's causing a distraction somewhere.
Let loose, Rocket!
Zoe!
Now you love us? No way!
Release
that moment! Feels like I've been shooting that big bug for hours!
It is as venerable as it is large. We must break it.
Oh, you Drax!
When we find Breaker, I get it first!
Just make sure you're careful! Come on, put him down!
This adversary is well fortified.
Whoa! Muscle has been trouble!
Where is he?
Why are there so many of them?
Because they've been converting whole worlds!
Let them rocket!
We're barely scratching the big thing's paint!
The solution is simple. We must take it out first.
Push down the smart bombs! Just gonna get harder from here!
Harder for them to stop us!
I am trying to destroy.
Keep kicking and flailing! Slice and dice!
They are coming at us from everywhere.
Won't stop us from stopping them!
How do they have this many goons?
Good finisher.
Who knows how many reserve forces they can bring
Very
in
good
here.
finisher.
We gotta shut it down!
Let's get to the bridge. Cosmos Tower is the quickest way.
We should be prepared in case the Grand Unifier arrives.
I'm more than ready.
Drax?
I have been eager to topple something over.
You see that kid in the ritual thing?
I could not miss him.
Really? A fate force field?
If we can find the power source, we should be able to turn it off.
Let's get looking then.
You know, I usually hated when that Cosmos spotlight would shine down on me.
That's it, Peter! Let's go! We need to get out of here before Raker shows up.
All right, dead ahead! Let's book it!
Now is not the time!
Guardians of the Galaxy. The Matriarch has chosen to enact the fulfillment from this station. Then you shall not stop her.
She hasn't chosen anything. You've been manipulating her from the start.
She is the light, and I am merely her servant.
Kinda hard to be the light with that dark monster thingy inside of her.
Blasphemy! You may have rejected her promise,
He's pointing.
but you will believe when it returns you from death's cold clutches.
Your pain has pushed you to a perilous precipice, old friend.
How? It can't be. I saw you die.
Form is fleeting, but the foundation remains forever. Now cease this stubborn senselessness, before it reaps a ruinous reward.
Ruinous.
Oops.
Now's your chance, Kiaora! get to that elevator!
Too bad they busted up the bridge!
On the left!
Flarkin snipers! Fast cowards!
We need to close this distance!
I scrambled more than his brain with that one!
Zonked out weirdos deserve it!
Oh, shot Drax, good job.
Recruitment drive after this!
Perhaps this will tell tale of our battles here!
Oh man! This'll work! We can leapfrog our way back onto the bridge! It's a... Just follow my lead!
I got all these toys! Look! Golden Boy and Unisparker are still at it!
We're sitting ducks!
Wrong on both counts!
We can't stay here!
On this we are agreed!
Oh.
Well, you're a big target, that's why!
Any ideas?
I have seen a sign!
Being shot at ain't enough of a sign!
I'm referring to the billboard!
Well, I guess Goldie survived that jump!
Did you see Raker's face when he showed up?
Stay away from the edges!
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across! Of course it was easier to get to before!
Kiaora! The billboard!
Good call!
You find more snipers over there, you saved me one!
No promises!
So many lousy angles to cover!
I will flank them!
It's less than this.
Deadliest woman incoming! Now it's Nova!
These soldiers are deadlier than the local security!
Way to knock some sense into
I
us!
love this gun. It's so good.
We approach the God's
Listen.
tower!
We still have to fight our way through!
Oh,
Well, you're a big target, that's why!
Just once I'd like to cross this bridge without incident!
You can thank Goldie for that!
The warlock saved us from certain death!
Ah, I ain't scared of Raker and his little light show!
I will enjoy this!
Last time someone got stabbed! It's too quick!
I also require the grounding of this renegade!
Shall not fail! Pop the Nova Core, zombie! Of course it was easier to get to before!
Now, Kiaora!
Eat
whoa.
this!
Like a hot knife!
Whoa! Glad she's on our side!
Drax! Kick their butts!
Perhaps this will tell tale of our battles here!
The what now?
Oh, you rocket!
Oh. Finisher. Too good.
Boys help?
Is that why you shot him?
Oh yeah, that was great. Right in the butt. Did you see the look on his face? It was all like, oh, my gilded glutes.
Let's not add to our problems!
Running and gunning on rooftops. This is kind of fun.
If there weren't so many of too close!
Make sure you don't
That was not the name!
I like it better!
We approach the dog's tower!
We still have to fight our way through!
Now it's Nova!
They're gonna need a huge recruitment drive after this!
Took down one of the Nova Corps nut jobs!
Stay away from the edges!
I'll lay down some cover fire to get you across!
Oh,
Okay! We gotta get
This battle was satisfactory.
what a finisher, Drax. What a finisher.
Finally! I think they're giving up.
Just in time, because we're not getting back on that bridge.
I know where we are. There's a road nearby that intersects the main bridge to Cosmos.
Where?
It should be, right below us.
Right below.
Perhaps we should summon the ship to deliver us to our destination.
Ain't no way they'd let us land anywhere near the big party. We need to be on the other side of this thing.
That's one way down.
The best way.
Okay, what's through here?
Groot thinks we'll be nowhere royalty once we save it. Assuming they don't blame us for the Grand
Oh, look at that.
and the brainwashing cult, and the Magus World Destroyer thing. You know what?
Come on, right? Maybe I'll change Groot. Does Groot have that one? No, he doesn't.
Maybe we should avoid nowhere for a while. Look! They're still at it!
At least our guy seems to be winning.
Ba-ba-ba-boom, baby!
Sure are destroying a lot of advertising today.
Like we need another reminder to buy Calyx cream. Always knew nowhere would get raided, but not like this. Thought it would be the world mind cracking down on them.
I don't suppose Groot knows another side route.
If I could just get to the other side, I could hack that thing and drop the bridge.
If you can get to the other side, we can get to the other side, and it wouldn't matter.
Throw me.
What?
Throw me! Just get muscles to huck me across.
Are you kidding? After the fit you threw last time?
This ain't like the last time. You all... I trust you guys.
Leave this to me!
What?
Glad that wasn't rocket.
You are a valued member of this team. A tool to be thrown about.
Worried about this ritual. And what's really gonna happen if we can't stop it?
Ain't gonna be dead people coming back, holding hands and wagging tails, that's for sure.
We won't have to worry about that. I know I can get through to Nikki. This is Raker's doing, not hers.
I won't give up on her either.
Is anything around here?
Yeah, and neither will the Grand Unicorn.
You will regret it.
You?
Warlock better not kill Raker before I get to him.
I am eager to pull that sorcerer's insides to the outside.
I don't need another round. Warlock can squeeze the life out of that freak for all I care. How dumb are these flartnards to even fall for this full flarkment garbage?
Magus demands adulation, trapping you with vile illusion while feeding on your soul.
I felt it in my promise too. That endless hunger.
Oh yeah. Hungry is an understatement.
Holy faith!
All that light isn't leading to the cortex. It is the cortex.
How could that mutt let this happen?
Looks like you'll get to ask him yourself.
This isn't going to end well.
Cosmo!
We've got to get down there!
Don't count him out just yet. I've seen him get out of worse scrapes.